All right, everyone, here we go with an energy weather update. Christmas week, right? Holiday season, jingle bell, jingle all the fucking way. Strangely enough, there's what some might call a lucky element in the air a little bit. I'm just going to cut the deck. I did not do a pre-shuffle here. I just want to see what's here. That's all. We're going to see what the surface energy is right now for the environmental energies around us. Right now, I've got a 9 of Wands. It's a wall. 9's in the end in tarot. Usually, I was going to say this is about communicating. Yeah, productive topics we avoid. It's a lot of Christmassy stuff. It's the King of Wands, egos, and the Hanged Man, a new perspective. I'll go one more. Yeah, the Chariot. You could pretty much get away with saying anything in this energy for the next few days without hurting somebody's ego, somebody who usually might misunderstand and take it the wrong way. Oh, you always take it the wrong way, what I'm saying. Actually, we'll kind of get it. It's a very strange, I can see it here. I can see it playing out. Normally where we're blocked, we probably should avoid a topic because somebody's precious ego is there. It's not. I was going to say it's a lucky element where communication is concerned. And I know it's Christmas week, and communication is going to come up all over the place because in a lot of cases, for some of us, we're forced to talk to people that we normally avoid all year, right? At the end of the day here, you can get away with certain things. You can get away with saying stuff. It won't hurt somebody's ego. Well, I wonder how that's playing out. Let's see. Let's see where we go. Well, that might get backed up in your astrology. I'm not sure. I mean, lucky element, they tend to use that word a lot in the astrology. The astrology talks about the environmental energies around you. That's why I bring it up a lot with these energetic weather updates. But I'm not your astrologer, and this ain't your horoscope. I'm just telling you about the energy. Sometimes there's a conflict. I'll add something to it, right? In this case here, you can pretty much, you got the gift of gab. You can get away with just about anything. If you're a salesperson, you could get away with calling a customer an asshole and still get the sale in this energy. You really kind of can, in a way. Well, what are you, shit stupid? Of course the car will do this. That kind of a thing, where normally you might avoid the shit stupid part. I mean, it's that kind of energy. Obviously, make your own decisions. Be wise about it. But, all right, let's see where we go here. What was that King of Wands about? I wonder. Let's see, 3 cards and a bottom card. Let's pull on the environmental energies. Here on Christmas week, I hope everybody has a good holiday. I may pull a holiday reading tomorrow. I'm not sure. I might. It depends if I got something to say, if the energy is there. Right. This is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve Love Cherry here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. Yeah. That'll be crossing the center card I pulled. That's the environmental energy around the 3 card pull I'm about to do, which I'll clarify some shit, of course, but it's a yes card. It's a go for it. It's sun. It's everything you say. Everything you fucking say sounds good, right? Just go for it. Just whatever. That's what it is. It's a yes card. All right. Well, let's go. It's crossing the center card I'm going to pull. Let's go. 8 of Wands, communication. It's all about communication. Look, pulling this reading in real time, that's why I throw the cards. I mean, I could have come out here and just done an amazing Kreskin bit and just have you look at blue felt, and I'll get a crystal ball and I'll just talk, right? You'll see 2 hands rubbing a ball. I could do that. Be kind of cheesy, I think, but I could do it, But the cards, they back it up. They check my energy read. They do help me make sure that, they're good mediums. But it's communication. It's all about communication. You can just, unreal. I mean, if there's something you've wanted to say to somebody, look, how long does this last? Probably about 3 or 4 days. Probably. As luck would have it, I said lucky energy, right? As luck would have it, it runs right through Christmas. Right through it. Christmas Eve, Christmas, all of that. Man, you could finally say something to that relative you've wanted to say, or something, topics you avoid just sort of flow out without you even thinking about it, but it works out okay. It's the way it flows. It's just the way the energy is. I don't know why. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, sometimes the energy just flows like that. It's just the way it is. What's the center card? 2 of Wands. Every plan you make, it doesn't matter. This is setting intentions, right? As long as, how do I want to phrase it? I don't want to make it sound like you're turning into a werewolf or something, but what with the whole pure of heart line, right? That kind of a thing. It's an old poem from an old werewolf movie. Anyway, you have to be pure of heart and all that kind of thing. It's this. As long as your intentions are good, everything goes well. I imagine if your intentions are bad, you'll get jammed up in this energy. But as long as your intentions are good, you're pure of heart, shall we say, and you're good to go. What else we got here? What's red with the Eight of Wands? Three of Swords. Yeah. Again, as long as your intentions are good, it ends well. Some of the words you're saying, I'm going to pull on that, but some of the words you're saying cause that. Can cause that. Normally would cause that. I don't think they do in this energy. We'll see. We'll pull on that. We'll make sure. All right? We'll make sure. But I think as long as your intentions are good, everything goes well. You've got a lot of power here. This is a lot of power, this gift of gab. Well, what do I want to clarify with? Let's grab the witches. All right, let's go. I'm going to clarify the communication here first. Eight of Wands. Tell me about it. Oh, what the hell was that? I used to love those old werewolf movies. What the hell was it? Even a man who is pure of heart and says his prayers by night may become a wolf when the wolfbane blooms and the moon is shining bright. There it is. I got it. I remember it. That's it. Well, it's sort of, as long as you're pure of heart. It's sort of the opposite of the werewolf, I guess, because they said in the werewolf thing, they're using the word even. Even a man who is pure of heart says his prayers by night. So the wolf is a bad thing. Oh, well, there's a reason I brought that. Oh, that's very interesting. You could use this for good or bad. Okay, this cuts both ways. Oh, I get it. I see why the Three of Swords is here there. Oh, and I understand why the wolf thing popped in. I have to analyze it. I don't always know why shit pops in. Why the fuck am I thinking of old werewolf movies here? Okay. All right. You'll have success with whatever you set out to say, but you'll get better results if you're coming from a good place. Okay? I know sometimes speaking from experience, we're coming from a good place, and there's things we have to say, and people take it the wrong way. You didn't mean it that way at all, and they just run with it. That's not happening in this energy. But so that it's a double-edged sword. It applies on the negative too. If your intention is to run three swords through somebody, you will. In fact, there won't be anything left of their heart. All right, so be careful. Be very careful. You got a lot more power than you normally do. Eight of Wands. Why is it here? It's whatever your intention is. So keep your intentions good. I've seen this card before. It's 8 swords, and it's 8 swords fueling that sun. I didn't show it for a reason. I was hoping it would come back so I get a clear picture of it. 8 swords crossing this here. Yeah, you're getting a lot of things. Well, I'll say it this way. I don't know what you're doing. I can't predict free will. But the temptation will be there, right, within the energy to get some shit off your chest that you have felt trapped by. All right? Please, I beg of you in this energy, make sure it's coming from a good place. All right? What's on top? 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, see. Your intention is to the energy is encouraging you, almost forcing it in a way. It is up to your free will on some level, but that this is a minor arcana, so is that, and so is this. But these are all minor arcana, and they're all red with this 3 of Swords, which is a minor. So it's up to you. What happens here? But you can say negative things. You could say things that might cause normally 3 swords, but if your intentions are good, it won't. Right? See what I'm saying? It's that kind of thing. If your intent is to be mean, you will be. If your intent is to say something mean for good reasons, it'll work out good for you. You follow? Okay? I mean, that's all I'm saying. All right. What's the two? It's a lot of frustration there. You've been holding on to something. There's somebody. Is this incoming energy? Okay, roles can flip here. For some of you, you've been holding on to something you wanted to say for a while, and it's too hot to handle. This energy will make you say it. Somebody else might be saying some shit to you, okay? Let's hope it's coming from a good place. Why is that here? The Nine of Cups. Yeah. Again, somebody might say something to you. Right? Somebody might even break up with you. I don't know. Somebody might say something to you, and it is coming from a good place. And I think you'll perceive it that way. I do. You might say something to somebody else, and I think that's where this Three of Swords comes in. I just pick up on it. I pick up on it sometimes. I know you guys are the Empress. I know most of my viewers are the DFs. But some of you have this revenge energy going through you. It's like a little streak. Some of you. I said some. I didn't say all. But everybody matters. So whoever these 200 or 300 people are, you thought I was going to say 2 or 3. Yeah, no, there's thousands of people watching this reading. Whoever these 200 or 300 people are that have this little, well, I just want to say it. They ran from me, Steve, so now I'm gonna make them pay for it. I get it. This energy might backfire on you with making them pay for it. It's sort of like a genie. The reason we wouldn't want genies to be real, right? If I have to give you this, I have to take it away from somebody else to give it to you, because energy cannot be created or destroyed. It's all the energy that's ever been created is already there, right? So we have to pull it from somebody. We have to pull it from somewhere else. If you do take out that revenge and Three Swords, it's going to come back on you as well. Somebody else's intentions are going to go negative. So be careful. Right? Just have positive intentions with everything you say. Don't be revengeful. Okay, vengeance is never a good energy. It never is. It always backfires. It really does. All right. Three Swords. Why is it here? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the Three Swords. So again, roles can be reversed. For most of you, I'm just giving you a basic read on the energies around you, and I'm saying as long as you have good intentions, you can get away with saying shit that normally you couldn't. So go ahead, right? Tell your aunt whatever you don't like her. I don't know. Whatever. As long as your intentions are good. I'm telling you this because you're an asshole and I want you to change, right? I mean, that's a good intention. Right. A bad intention is I'm telling you you're an asshole because I don't like you and I think you fucking suck. All right? There's no constructive anything with that. All right? That's all. That's all I'm saying. All right, here we go. You could be a good werewolf or a bad werewolf. I don't know. I got some cards that flew out here. They flew like a motherfucker. Okay? I've got a King of Wands reversed. I've got a Wheel of Fortune. I've got a Four of Wands at the bottom. What's a bridge? The disappointment. The Page of Swords. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, shit. I've got to decide here quickly if this Three of Swords is attached to you or somebody else. And I've already explained it when I talked over here a little bit, how that might go. I'm going to take this as... you saying something to somebody that would normally put Three Swords through their heart. Okay? The advice, almost, that's coming your way, if you want a happy new beginning with somebody, is not to hurt somebody, but disappoint them. Okay? And what do I mean by that? Why did the King of Wands come out reversed when it fell on the floor with a Wheel of Fortune attached to it? You need to attack somebody's reasoning. Their reasoning is their ego. The ego is why we do things. It gives us we come up with some kind of reason why we do it, right? Somebody here, you go after somebody's ego. You let somebody know that their behavior is bad, okay? And you have to tell them why as well. If you can do that, if you can include the why in there, right? Sort of like the example I just gave you, where you're telling an aunt that you think she's an asshole, right? That's Three Swords, right? But if you tell somebody you're an asshole and then why they're an asshole, they just end up disappointed. You're forcing somebody to look at themselves, is the easiest way I can say this. Your words should force someone to look at themselves, to turn inward and say, well, I need to think about that, right? That kind of a thing. That's what your words should do. And it appears that's what they do. Now, I'm going to grab the Light Seer here. Empress, right? Everything with empathy. I mean, that's the energy. That's the environmental energy around us. And it's almost an advice section here on how to best use your words, right? You don't just tell someone, in an extreme example, that they're a prick, an egomaniac, and a jerk. You tell them why, which gives them, if they do the subtraction, if they turn inward on themselves, the way to fix it. Right? You make them disappointed in themselves, not stabbing 3 swords through their heart. You need some of their heart left so they can look into themselves, right? And take a look and process what you've said. Just what it is. Now, you might say, well, Steve, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. You might. This energy might not let you. The environmental energy around it is 8 swords. You know, there's your free will in play with a minor arcana driving a very powerful major arcana card. I'm just going to tell you, the energy may not let you. If you're someone who's typically quiet at Christmas dinner, this might be a problem. It might just, you might just reach, because I've got a fever pitch energy here. This is too hot to handle. I'm going to keep my mouth shut, Steve. Right? Remember the 8 swords was also crossing here? Right? Your free will, I'm going to keep my mouth shut, Steve. You may not be able to. For some reason, you're going to get very hot under the collar. There's something you're going to want to say. Right? I'm telling you, it goes okay. As long as your intentions are good. If your intentions are revenge, I wouldn't even go to that dinner. I would find some excuse. Oh, we got a flat tire on the way. You know, it'd be, even if it's a lie, a little white lie, it would be for the greater good. You probably wouldn't catch a whole lot back on it. All right. I'm just going to see if there's anything else the universe wants to tell you, and I'm also going to pull on somebody attached to you. All right. I do have an energy attached to you. I read this 3 of Swords in relation to you. But I also want to read it in relation to a King of Wands, because this is the second time they've come up. Let's see where we go. Just give me a minute here. All right. Let's see where we're at. Okay. Back where we started, all that shuffling, I was shuffling the whole time. I was talking, explaining the frustration here. What's going on here? Somebody can't resist. Well, you got the best tits in the tarot. Somebody can't resist them. Whether you're male or female, I guess. I don't know. The Queen of Pentacles, yep. The Ace of Cups, yep. And the 8 of Cups, yep. Somebody wants to explain to you why they ran, why they walked away. Somebody wants to tell you why they did something, why they left, why they went on for greener pastures somewhere else. Somebody wants to get something off of their chest. And wouldn't you know it, I pulled on the 3 of Swords in relation to you talking to somebody. Here it is. I pull on somebody talking to you, and there's another 3 swords. This time it's fueling this. Something about this person's explanation gives you a warm, fuzzy feeling inside. I don't know what it is. Something about it. I want you to... I get the impression from the energy that you may not want to hear what they have to say. You may not like what they have to say. You may not want to hear it. I don't care if you hear it or not. You can go la, 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 la while they're talking. I don't care. I care more about what's important here is how what they say makes you feel. Okay? It's pure Empress energy. No ego here at all. Your ego won't like what they have to say. It'll cause you to lash out. It'll go completely wrong. You need to just feel what they're saying. Right? Sort of like, you can think of it in the way like deaf people feel music, right? Everyone thinks deaf people they don't appreciate music because they're deaf. That's not true. They feel the vibrations of the music. It affects them. And music affects the water in our body, so they don't have a problem with it. Sort of like that. You're not hearing the lyrics to the song per se, but you're feeling the vibe of the piece. You're feeling the way it flows, right? That kind of a thing. It's exactly what I'm talking about here. You're feeling the vibrations of what they're saying, not necessarily the words. The words will probably hurt your ego. You probably won't like. You'll probably think they're an excuse machine. It's quite possible. Again, that's what it's saying here. If you want to avoid this, right, be this. Right? Definitely feel what they're saying. And that's the way this energy is. I suppose if I'm to sum it up, you can get away with saying some things you wouldn't normally say, provided it comes from a good place. If your aim is to hurt somebody, bring it from a bad place. If your aim is to improve something, then bring it from a good place. Here, you've got the support of the energy around you. The energy around you is rooted in the sun. It is a very positive, very good energy, right? Some of you in your astrology will even have Venus trining Venus or something along one of those really super positive alignments going on right now, based on my math and whatever's going on with that. Some of you will. That right there is proof of something like that. But anyway, I don't imagine Venus's current placement is hurting things too much. It's sort of rolling into place. That is your reading here. That's the energy around you. Pay attention to what I said here. I don't want you to end up here because, again, this cuts both ways. People are saying stuff to you as well. See if there's anything else the universe wants to tell you real quick. I'm just curious. Yeah, you got a lot of support. Underneath this card, for your happy new beginning with somebody, maybe having to, again, you say it right, is judgment. God's source, the universe itself. I'm just going to see if there's anything else. Give me one card and a crossing card. I don't know why. I'll throw it right here. One card and a crossing card. Anything else you want to tell my people before we go? It's good. It's very rare energy for the holiday season. Usually the holiday season energy is volatile around communication. This isn't. This is really clear in the air for a mustard rhino year. The mustard rhino does that. It takes the mustard away, If you're at all hanging out with people that you don't like during this mustard rhino energy, you're going to taste that dislike. Right? But as a lucky break, the energy supports clearing the air. It's a good thing, provided you're coming from a good place again. And what's that good place? For you, a place of feeling, I would imagine. All right, let's go. Oh, here they are. I got two cards right here. All right. I got the sun, and the Knight of Cups, and they're crossed by the Five of Pentacles. As a final message to you, somebody comes out of the woodwork here in this energy. I think you might have this energy might cause you to have second thoughts about somebody you froze out. Okay? That's one way to look at it. The energy is in many different layers. There's a lot of different ways to look at any given energy. I'll give you a couple of ways here. One is somebody you froze out. You may have a change of heart on and you might approach that person. It goes well. Okay? Provided you're coming from a good place. Again, the Sun card. Another way around, you've definitely, I kind of saw it here. You've got somebody here who you thought froze you out. And they're coming to correct you on that. And that's, again, where you might want to, here they come. Your journey's in the soulmate cycle about to speed up, I'll tell you. And that's where you want to be careful not to let your ego get involved. Somebody coming to correct you about this Five of Pentacles, this you being left out in the cold or you being left out. Our ego doesn't like to be corrected. Our soul doesn't mind it too much. So again, just feel the vibe of what they're saying. Feel the sentiment of it and you'll be fine. Again, that's receiving from a good place. Right? That kind of energy is receiving from. So you want to send from a good place and receive from a good place. You receive from a good place with the soul, with this Empress energy here. You also send from a good place with it. Right? You do. But you can mix in a little bit of your wit and a little bit of your brain with the sending out the message to somebody. It's all from a good place. Just have a reason why. If you have something negative to say to somebody, have a reason why you're saying it. It's like constructive criticism, right? Because this sucks. Well, that's not constructive criticism. That doesn't do anything to hit. This sucks because this, and this. Right? Try to play it that way. That's usually where this good intention comes from. And the universe will back you up from there, especially with judgment fueling these happy new beginnings here. That's your reading. That's your energy weather update. It's a pretty fortunate one for the holiday, I will tell you that. It lingers around probably through Friday, I would say, at my best guess. It's what I might call a hardwired energy, so it generally will be affecting all of you, right? So keep that in mind. It's just part of the core energies that are around. There are some astrological influences that are enhancing this, but this is part of the core energy that's around right now. So any astrology that's sort of pulling on it and enhancing it is just a part of the lucky break. It's part of the luck energy. All right? That's it. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Good luck.